to this episode of Prison Architect with me, Spaghettikid. This is episode 11, and last episode we've acquired some maximum security prisoners. We got 8 of them. Isn't that many, and they are situated in this block here. And these 2 bottom blocks are the medium security rooms. And we'll probably end up expanding that further, just so we get a few more cells. A few more prisoners, and we can increase our daily cash flow a little bit higher. Okay, so we're waiting for this long-term investment, and we're also doing this education reform, which we need 15 prisoners to pass the foundation education. So this one, and we haven't actually got 15 that are doing this. However, we will be able to run this again when we've got more prisoners. So as we get more prisoners, there'll be more people willing to take this education program, and we can then do the general education afterwards. We only need 5 people to pass that, so it shouldn't be too much. So there's a couple of things I could do here. Cell block C requires me to increase my prison capacity to 100. Now I'm currently at 60, so it's quite a few more cells. 40 cells will probably be another 2 blocks. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, sorry, it's just because I haven't got this cell block allocated yet. So that's actually 80 cells. So I actually need another 1 block, which I could do. I could fit another block in here maybe, or have a completely separate block here that's a maximum security block, which I may actually consider doing, because it might look quite nice having medium security separate. But I'm just going to be, I think at the moment, trying to get a couple of things set up for our programs. So carpentry apprenticeships might be quite good, because you could just make more money. So I think I'm going to go to planning, and I'll just leave it paused for the moment because I don't really need it unpaused. I'm going to plan a couple of things. I'm just going to put down a room here, and I'm just going to measure it. I think that's about equal. 15, 14. No, so it's like a double. So we'll have a double door, and then I'm thinking like a double entrance, just so it's super secure if there's riots and things. We then want cells, so we can put some cells. But I'm going to extend that 1, and okay, so I need to figure out some things, because I will need showers in here, so I will need a shower area. Get rid of that for the moment. I suppose I could have 8 cells, and then a shower here, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'd have yeah, I think I'll do this. So I'm just going to go into foundations and put down some foundations there. Oh, actually, I'll move it 1 block down, just so it's touching as all these are. So this is going to be our maximum security cell block. Now, hopefully, oh, sorry, speed it up. I was thinking, why has no one turned up yet? And I'm thinking we'll have cells, 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 and then through the middle here we can have a common room with some bookshelves and TVs and things like that. And then we can have showers up the top here. And hopefully that should work. And then we can have lots of maximum security cells that look a little bit like more purposeful. It's just at the moment I wasn't really happy with how this looked, because the maximum security prisoners are basically being treated the same as the normal security. So in doing this kind of layout, it will mean that all the prisoners will be able to kind of do things properly. Okay, I'll have a quick look at bureaucracy, see if there's anything we can do. So we've got taser rollout. I'm not going to do body armor because I think I've already explained that I didn't really want to slow my guards down. I may do that if eventually, because as soon as I've got enough guards, it should be fine. Okay, double door. Shove a double door down there. And something else I've kind of realised is worth doing through my other game. I'll probably make an episode now just showing you my other prison. But it's something I've realised is worth doing, is to, instead of having normal doors everywhere, so for example the kitchen and here and here and here, basically everything where you have normal doors, I usually put a normal door down just because it's a door but everyone can open it. But the thing is that as everyone can open it, it doesn't really make a difference whether it's just a jail door locked open or whether it's just a door that people have to open. So what I'm going to do is go and get jail doors and put some jail doors down here and here and here. And when they're put in, I'll lock them open, and all that's going to do is kind of prevent people from say we had a problem and we needed to lock down, we can lock down, and that locks every door that's lockable. So staff doors, I think. Yeah, but normal doors you can't lock. Everyone can open them. So all I'm going to do is lock these open. Even if you lock these doors open, you can still lock them shut just by clicking when you need to close them. So I was just trying to remember why I've done that. So we can put a jail door here as well. We definitely don't want anyone rioting in here. And how are these foundations? These have gone, and they've installed all the lights. So I'll just dismantle all them. And that should be okay. We'll go to utilities and put a power cable down here. Water cable? A water pipe. We'll also have a water pipe going down there, just so it stretches. Not sure if there is one, but I don't think there is. We'll just clean this up. Get rid of that. Okay. It's open at the moment. So we can dismantle this. And this. So this is basically, in the case of a riot, you can lock all your doors. And what that's going to mean is that instead of prisoners just running everywhere, they will basically be locked down, because all these jail doors are quite tough to break through. They can, and probably will, break through them, but it'll give you the time to react, whereas if you've got normal doors, they will just go where they want, and they'll take over your prison, which you don't really want. So what I'm just saying is I'm just going to kind of increase the size, increase the kind of number of doors. So here is not a jail door, but we want a jail door. This one here, I'm going to lock that open. And hopefully by adding these jail doors, that should slightly increase the security of our prison. So when we have a riot, if we have a riot, this will mean that we'll be able to lock all the doors down and we won't have any prisoners running all over the place by doing this lockdown. So even when you lock it open, so you can click lock open, we'll leave it open on the holding cell, it will still lock it. So some things I would leave locked just because I don't really want prisoners going in there randomly, such as this infirmary, staff room, kennels, storage, places like that. But other places they can go in perfectly fine, but I'd kind of prefer it if they weren't really. Okay, so I'll just check all the doors are there. Oh, this is where we're doing it. So there's 2 doors here. One. Those ones, are they jail doors? Yeah. Kennels should be fine. That's fine. Canteen, we'll lock that open. Kitchen, we need to put one in here. Speed it up a bit. So I think one problem we're having at the moment is we've not got enough kitchen space for our prisoners. So I think I'm just going to go to objects and I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to dismantle these objects. Since it's sleep, we've got a couple of hours to do things, so hopefully we'll get this done before. I'll also go to utilities, put in a power station. Might as well put these all in, just to get our power station up to full. Okay, and we'll go to objects, and now we've got our fridges and cookers. So I'll have cooker. Oh no, the door's locked. Dismantle that. Jail door in the middle. Okay. Objects. So we want kitchen, fridge, cooker, and I think we'll have a fridge here and another cooker here. Maybe. Hopefully that'll still work. It's a bit hectic. Floor. Okay. Now that's just increased our number of cookers from 4 to 6. It should be fine. Hopefully that's enough storage space for ingredients. It may not be, so I may increase that a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6. Actually, I've just found a better way of doing this. Actually, no, I'll leave it like that. No, stop it. Stop it. Oh. That was a cooker. Bin down as well. I was just thinking, I may change this around eventually, but if I had do things like that. I could have things like that. So in the space I've got these 4, I could actually have 6. And then here I could have another one. And I'd have to just find some space for a sink. So a sink like that. That might be better, but it will be fine for the moment. Okay, so we're waiting for funds. Something I've noticed is that this long-term investment resets every single time you reload the game, which is a bit of an annoyance because if I ever have to reload the game for any reason, suddenly, boom, I've got to redo this, or wait for all these funds to come in. So I'll just put some of the walls in for these cells. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put the... I haven't figured out where I'm putting the showers yet. I may just put them up here, I think. We've got 8... Oh, well, there's 16 in here, so we're going to need 16 shower heads. So... you can fit 6 there. We could probably extend this wall out a bit, maybe? I'm not sure. I've had an idea for minimum security. Now I don't know how good this idea is in reality. It's really impractical, probably, because having cell blocks like this is really practical. However, I'm just going to quickly pause it and just show you my little plan that I had for a kind of housey type design. Because if you're in a prison and you're minimum security, you don't want to be necessarily... Well, it's not that you don't want to. Of course, no one wants to be. Sorry, what am I doing? I'll just shove it up here. Now this is the size of it. I've already planned it out in a previous game, so I'm just going to be following the same design. Now this is just a small kind of house type design, so you could imagine like having 2 of these, so like that. With just some prisoners in. But as these are minimum security, I don't necessarily want these to be banged up in the same way that like our maximum security is going to be in this really tough block down here, and we can have all our normal security in these kind of fairly standard cell blocks, but these ones are going to be heavily guarded probably, and maybe an armed guard wandering around, and not as open, but not as like central as these ones. And we could do the same thing with these minimum security. So these are 11 by 12. So we could put them, if we had them from here, 11 by 12. I don't necessarily want them attached to that though. So if we had them like that, that would be 11 by 12 there. And then let's just have another one here. And yeah, we could probably just keep building them upwards, I suppose. Just attach them to each other. Get another one in. We just could. But yeah, it's just a little idea I had, because it's nice making a prison that looks kind of complete and realistic. So having little cell blocks like this just might be quite a nice addition. So I'm just going to first finish off this one though, because I don't want to be starting a cell block until I've finished this one. Oh sorry, I thought that was wall designations. Just go to materials, brick walls, and I'll put the walls in down here. Now I'm not really sure how to make these more tough looking than these ones. Whether I could put some nicer flooring in these. Something I haven't done yet is I usually end up putting lots of different flooring around my prison. So, for example, in the shower you can put fancy looking tiles. which looks really nice. It looks a bit more like a shower where you get all your fancy tiles. And some other things, so like solitary cells. If I go to materials, metal floors look quite kind of... Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. So we want to... do that. Okay. Now, hopefully, the metal floors kind of look like this. So, metal floor, you can imagine, is very comfortable. So, it would be suitable for a solitary cell. So, I'm just going to try and do a couple of little things like that, just to make the prison look a bit nicer, in a similar way to this. So, something I might do is put a nice little border on here. And that will just give it a nice little look, I think. So the showers look like that normally. A slightly buggy shower head, which is a bit weird. But with the designation on, they'll have a big shower text and it'll be a bit darker. But yeah, it just looks quite nice. So okay, so I need to sort out lights in here. That's something I need to do. I also need to sort out showers. So we're gonna want... I'll put in some lights first. Just think of how to put them. I suppose we could just have them here. That might look okay. And then just have them there and here, probably. Should be okay. We'll see how that looks. So I'll show you the solitary cells. So here's the yard as well. It just gives it a nice little kind of border. It also makes these tiles work a little bit better, because you can see, if you look at this one, it blends its colour with the other kind of neighbouring tiles. However, when you put these, what they're called, concrete tiles, they will just be a pure like square edge. So my solitary cells, really fancy metal solitary cell things. I'm confused as to why these guys are here. They shouldn't be. Should they? Oh crap, we've had loads of prisoners in, I think. Oh, we had more high risk. Oh, that's fine. Close that. We've got 24 high risk though. Which isn't good, because we haven't got 24 cells. We've got a few here, so I'm going to have to quickly do some work on these. Now, I'm not going to use the clone tool, because you end up that things get put in huge kind of chunks. Oh, I don't want that there actually. I think I'm gonna have a shower block here. Now I know this isn't enough shower heads, but hopefully everyone should be able to have a shower. Hopefully. So nothing seems to be wired up, but I think what I'll do is I'll just put some wires in like that. Also, I'm actually just going to dismantle all this, because we can probably, if we're going to have toilets usually on the middle, there, then that's probably what we're going to want to have. So. Okay, so something else I'm not entirely happy about is, I'll just put a table in here actually quickly, is that all our prisoners are using the same canteen, so I may want to put a different, like, couple of facilities down here, like a smaller common room and things like that. But I'm not quite sure yet. But hopefully this cell will all get set up soon, and we can go and get toilets. Okay, so this should be able to hold 16 prisoners. So that's 16 maximum security, and we can then double that below, and then we can have 32. And then we can hopefully reassign that back to its normal security. Something else I'm going to do is I'm just going to unassign these as walking patrols. Instead I'm just going to go to guards and manually just select a guard to stand there. They won't stand on that square, they'll just patrol this whole block, which should just mean they wander around just on their own accord. Should be quite good. I think I'm also going to add another large steel door at the top, just because I really want to make sure this is as secure as possible. So if any rioting or anything happens here, I don't want them to be able to just run out the front door and go and attack any staff or anything like that. So I'll put this as maximum security straight away. And what do I do? Rooms and cells, and then I can assign these as cells. These are cells. Cells. And those. And then we want showers. What do we do? Okay. So it isn't that efficient having them walking all the way around here, but I'm kind of trying to do that, because if anything went wrong, it gives me a bit of time to be able to notice that they're rioting and lock them down a bit. And also I can, now in deployment, when that door's put in, I think, deployment, yes, I can have this bit as shared, and this bit is maximum security. So, and then I can also go to deployment and have a guard patrolling this block, but not this block, because I don't really want this patrolled. It's just going to be like a no man's land. But that should be okay, I think. I just want to make sure we click on. I'm just going to dismantle these lights because I can see them being a problem. We'll just go on objects, lights, and put them here. Should be fine. Yeah, you see I can't click on the door because we're waiting for... Stop being awkward. Prison architect. So yeah, now you can see all our maximum security laundry cleaners are going and putting all the prison uniforms in the right places. Now I could put solitary doors, but I could put jail doors. I'm tempted to put solitary doors because we have got a lot of money and they're just going to be a bit tougher. I think I'll just put normal jail doors, to be honest, because we don't want to like go overboard, which may or may not happen. Now my other idea was that I could put... where is it? You can never find things when you really need them. I'm looking for a common room there. We could put a common room down the middle, for example. Or just down here, I suppose. And we could put just some things for them to sit on. So, no, sit on and other things. So we could put a pool table. Now, I know this seems a bit weird because you don't really want to be giving your prisoners the nicest of treatment if they are actual bad prisoners. But we don't want to like lock them up too much, I suppose. Done all that wrong. There, no, there. Okay, that's fine. So we can go to rooms and assign these top bits. Okay, now that should work quite well, I think, maybe. Do we still have any prisoners in here? No, I think everyone's moved out of here. But we can start moving some of these in, so if we click on them, we can right-click them into these cells, I think. No? That's weird. It's meant to be their sleep time, and none of them are sleeping. Strange. Okay. Well, these are almost done. Everything's being installed. Who works in the cleaning cupboard? Is that all minimum security? Yes, it is. Which means this isn't going to get cleaned. Although, oh no, it'll get cleaned by the actual staff. So I want to unassign quite a few cells from here, so if we go to bureaucracy, no, where is it? Deployment. We can just put this as a normal security, and then as many prisoners that can fit in here will be put in here. Hopefully. But I have actually... quite a few may... Oh, they're only going to go in the ones that are actually complete, so they're all going to go back to here for the moment. But that's a problem, probably. Never mind. They'll be fine. I'm just going to have a look at how many workmen I've got. I've only got 1, 2, 3, so I've only got 6. That's pathetic, really. Get 10. It really is silly because you do need to have workmen to carry things all over the place, because otherwise it doesn't really work. There's one guy going into his room. Why are you not locked open? Lock open. Oh, it's because I tried to lock it open, but there were lights under it, were they? Yeah. Okay. People seem to get caught on edges. It's a bit weird. Utilities. Ah, that's fine, nothing's working up there. Okay. Hopefully then that should work. Now we'll have to see whether the showers work because of their kind of compactness. Because they're squished in so much. But I think I'm going to end this episode here. It's been a really long one, actually. I may have split this. You may have thought it's not a long episode, but so I may split it if it's a bit too long. But thank you for watching. So in this episode we've just finished building this maximum security cell block, and I'm just going to quickly return this back to a normal cell block, just so these guys can actually go in there, because otherwise they're going to be like a bit confused as to why they're not able to. Okay, but that's this episode done. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to like it. If you want to see more, subscribe, and please feel free to leave me any comments if you need to or want to. And thank you for watching, and have a good day. Goodbye.